Hello, and welcome to Knowledge Park, a place where we satisfy our curiosity and dive deep into the subjects that shape our world. And in this session of Knowledge Park, we have a truly incredible destination. We're going to journey into the intricate and powerful world of psychology and mental health. So, to all of you joining me today, a very warm welcome. Get ready to explore the landscape of the human mind. It's going to be an enlightening trip. Now let's transition to the main content. What makes you, you? Why do you feel the way you do? And when those feelings become too much, what can you do about it? The fields of psychology and mental health have the answers. This isn't just one topic. It's where your body, your life experiences, and your world all come together. In this video, we'll give you a full guide to understand everything. First, we need to understand the basic theories. Think of these as different ways to look at how people behave. The psychodynamic view, from Freud, looks at our hidden thoughts and what happened in our past. The behavioral view focuses on actions we learn from our surroundings. The humanistic view highlights our free will and our desire to achieve our full potential. The cognitive view is all about how we think, remember things, and understand the world. And the biological view explores how our brain chemicals, and genes make us who we are. So, where does mental health fit in? Mental health isn't just about not being sick. It's about feeling good, handling life's tough parts, working well, and helping our community. A mental health problem is when something affects how a person thinks, feels, or acts. It makes it hard for them to do everyday things. But how do we really know what it is? Experts look at things like rarity, personal distress, and most importantly, problems in daily work. To diagnose, clinicians use the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, called DSM-5, mainly in the United States, and the International Classification of Diseases, 11th revision, called ICD-11, from the World Health Organization. Clinicians compare manuals with patient history and criteria. Let's look at some major categories. Remember, these are medical conditions, not character flaws. Anxiety disorders bring intense, persistent fear and worry. Depression often brings low mood, poor sleep, and low energy. Post-traumatic stress can cause hypervigilance and distressing flashbacks. Schizophrenia can alter thinking, perception, and sense of reality. Personality disorders affect patterns of relating, emotion, and behavior. Neurodevelopmental conditions like ADHD and autism affect development. From the intense fear of anxiety disorders, the deep valleys of depression and unstable moods of bipolar disorder, the lasting effects of trauma in post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, to the reality-altering symptoms of schizophrenia, each disorder has its own unique challenges. We also have personality disorders and neurodevelopmental disorders, like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, and autism. The most important thing to remember is that all these conditions can be treated. Healing happens in many ways, mainly through talking to a therapist and sometimes with medicines. Psychotherapy or talk therapy is a team effort. The main types are cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, helps change unhelpful thoughts. Many clinics now use measurement-based care, or MBC, short forms each visit to track progress and adjust treatment early. Stepped care starts simple, self-help or brief sessions, and then steps up to intensive care only if needed. Peer support adds lived experience. Talking with trained peers gives practical tips and hope during recovery. Good therapy is culturally responsive and trauma-informed. Safety, respect, and your background guide every step. Strong basics support mental health. Prioritize good sleep, daily movement, morning sunlight, balanced food, less alcohol, and meaningful connection with people. Small daily steps, steady progress. Sometimes, biological treatments are very important. Psychopharmacology uses medicines like antidepressants to help fix chemical imbalances. For very serious cases that do not respond to other treatments, brain stimulation therapies like electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT, and transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, can make a big difference. Now that we have the map, let's explore some of the more complex and debated areas in psychology and mental health. Understanding these issues is key to truly understanding this field well. Is psychology a true science? The replication crisis. A big change in the field was the replication crisis, where many famous studies could not be repeated. This started a movement for better practices, focusing on open science, pre-registration, and using bigger, more varied groups of people in studies. It's not a weakness. It shows that science is growing and improving itself. A range or a label? Thinking differently about diagnosis. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or DSM, says you either have a disorder or you do not. But the idea of a spectrum suggests that mental health is more like a range. Conditions like depression and anxiety are just stronger versions of normal feelings. This change could lead to diagnoses and treatments that are more suited to each person, instead of using the same labels for everyone. The biopsychosocial model, it's all connected. To understand anyone's mental health, you need to look at their biology, psychology, and social situation all at once. Biology covers genetics, brain chemistry, and physical health. Psychology includes personality, thoughts, coping skills, and past trauma. Social factors are culture, discrimination, resources, and support. A chemical imbalance doesn't just happen. It's affected by stress, and stress is affected by your surroundings. Epigenetics, how your life changes. Your biology. Epigenetics shows how what you experience can change how your genes work. Long-term stress, trauma, and diet can add special markers to your genes that turn them on or off. This might even affect how future generations handle stress. Nature and how you are raised are always connected. Diagnosis, a help or a way to control. Getting a diagnosis can help you get care and feel understood, but labels can also limit you and lead to unfair treatment. As the DSM has changed over time, like when it stopped calling homosexuality a disorder, it reminds us that diagnoses are influenced by society as much as by science. It's important to think about these things carefully and ethically. The Therapeutic Alliance, the core of healing. In all types of therapy, the best sign of good results is the Therapeutic Alliance, a working together, trusting, and caring relationship. Techniques are important, but without a real human connection, they don't work as well. Third wave therapies, mindfulness and acceptance. Besides the usual CBT, acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, and dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, teach you to accept difficult thoughts and feelings, practice mindfulness, and make choices based on your personal values, even when things are tough. A critical voice, questioning the system. Some ideas in psychology and anti-psychiatry suggest that systems can wrongly label normal reactions to hardship as illnesses and spread Western ideas around the world. Thinking about these criticisms helps us create a fairer and more balanced approach to care. Deep dive conclusion. These questions rarely have easy answers, but they help us understand things better. Psychology is a growing science that studies how complex humans are. The goal isn't just to point out what's wrong. It's to show the amazing and strong story of the human mind. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers was a humanistic psychologist. He started person-centered therapy, where the therapist shows empathy, is genuine, and offers unconditional positive regard. These attitudes help people grow. This field is changing so fast. Today, we are working to remove the shame around mental health, understanding different cultures better, and using technology like online therapy and apps. New research is looking into how our gut and brain are connected, and how psychedelic medicines might help with therapy. We are also focusing on mental health worldwide, and trying to prevent problems before they start, by making people stronger. Another frontier is precision mental health, using simple markers from brain and body, plus wearables and phone patterns, called digital phenotyping, to give care made for you. A new plan called Research Domain Criteria, or RDOC, studies common dimensions like attention, memory, and threat across brain, behavior, and genes. Quick explainer. The gut-brain axis is two-way messaging between your digestive system and brain. Gut microbes can influence mood, stress, and thinking through nerves, hormones, and immune signals. About psychedelic-assisted therapy, research uses medical-grade dosing, careful screening, trained therapists, and follow-up integration. Self-medication is risky and not advised. Precision mental health uses simple markers, sleep, heart rate, activity, attention tests, and phone patterns, to tailor care, much like choosing the right dose for your body. Digital mental health tools and artificial intelligence, or AI, are growing fast. Use trusted apps, read privacy policies, protect your data, and avoid self-diagnosis. Use them to support, not replace, professional care. Learning about psychology and mental health is one of the best things you can do. It's helpful if you want a job in this field, or to support someone you care about, or even to understand yourself better. Our minds are complicated, but we can learn about them. And the most important thing is, no one has to face their struggles by themselves. If you or someone has thoughts of self-harm, severe confusion, or cannot stay safe, get urgent help now. Call your local emergency number or go to the nearest hospital. Crisis resources are on screen. Please save them for quick help. What is psychology? Psychology means the study of mind and behavior. We try to understand how people think, feel, and act. What is mental health? Mental health means how well we handle stress, work, relationships, daily life. It is not only the absence of illness. How problems are diagnosed. Clinicians use standard books. DSM-5, ICD-11, the International Classification of Diseases, 11th revision by the World Health Organization. Common conditions, simple view. Anxiety means strong fear and worry. Depression means long-lasting low mood and low energy. Bipolar disorder means mood goes very high and very low. Post-traumatic stress disorder means strong stress after trauma. Schizophrenia affects thinking and reality. There are personality and neurodevelopmental conditions, like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, autism, treatments, talking therapies. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps change unhelpful thoughts. Measurement-based care uses short forms each visit to track progress. Stepped care starts simple and increases only if needed. Peer support means trained people with lived experience help you. Good therapy is trauma-informed and culturally responsive. Medicines and brain stimulation. Medicines like antidepressants can help some people. In hard-to-treat cases, electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, may help under expert care. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, may help under expert care. Biopsychosocial model, 3 together. Biology, psychology, social factors, genes and brain chemistry, thoughts, personality and coping, money, culture and support. All 3 matter at the same time. Epigenetics, life touches genes. Stress, trauma, and diet can place small tags on DNA that turn genes on or off. This links nature and nurture. Replication crisis, science improving. Some famous studies did not repeat the same results. Because of this, science now uses open science, pre-registration, and bigger, diverse samples. This is growth, not failure. Spectrum versus label. Diagnosis labels say yes or no. A spectrum view says many feelings are on a range. This can lead to more personalized care. Therapeutic alliance, healing heart. The most reliable sign of good therapy is the relationship, working together with trust and care. Third wave therapies, acceptance and commitment therapy. ACT teaches mindfulness, acceptance, and actions based on your values. Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, teaches mindfulness, acceptance, and skills for emotion regulation. Digital mental health, artificial intelligence, and research domain criteria, RDOC. Use trusted apps, read privacy policies, and do not self-diagnose. Research domain criteria, RDOC, studies brain, behavior, and genes across common functions. RDOC is a research map. Instead of disorders, it studies basic functions like attention, memory, threat response, and reward across brain, behavior, and genes. Daily basics. Sleep well, move daily, get morning sunlight, eat balanced food, drink less alcohol, connect with people, small steps, steady progress, safety and help. If there are thoughts of self-harm or danger, contact emergency services or local crisis help now. You are not alone. Understanding grows with practice. Be kind to yourself. Small steps every day. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon to get our latest updates.